Hello and welcome back to TrailDog at Lonesome Pine. Yeah, that will teach me to read what's on the screen. TrailDog at Kielder Forest even. This is Lonesome Pine. It is the first major downhill on the Lonesome Pine Trail, which is great. This is nice and fast to begin with. Watch out if it's wet, because this is like ice. And I don't know, the ground looks fairly soft. I didn't try it out myself, but it could get painful. So try and be careful if it's wet. Nice view there over Kielder. That's Kielder Water just down to the right. I don't know which of these pines is the lonesome one. Technically probably none of them because there's lots of them. So yeah, right, well, this is a three-part video. We've got Lonesome Pine here, which I just gingerly drop off the boardwalk. Nice. Lonesome Pine is this section here down to Purdom Plunge, which starts. It's pretty much where you can drop in from the start of End of the Valley. I think it's End of the Valley, top of the valley, End of the Valley. Yes. If you didn't want to do the End of the Valley climb and Stairway to Heaven, and this section you can cut across, and it's about 5-10 meters, no distance at all, and drop into Purdom Plunge, which is the far road just the end of the section here. After that we go down into Oliver's Oscar. These are weird names. I have no idea what half of them mean. I understand Lonesome Pine. Well, I don't understand that shit. I know what it means. I just don't understand why they've called it that, because there's lots of the bloody things. But you know, you can't really you can't really tell what they were thinking when they were naming these things. They'd probably have specific meanings that no one's getting. Anyway, this is Purdom Plunge just here. That is the trail on the right there, which goes along. If you really wanted to, if you're some kind of masochist, you can actually go along there and then do End of the Valley again, and the climb right up to the top, which is just psychotic. So don't do that. It's an awful idea. Anyway, back into the forest. I don't know why I'm commentating. There's not really much I can say, so just enjoy the riding, really, or try to enjoy the riding. It's kind of crap at the moment because, but have fun, enjoy, watch, listen to the music. The music is something that you can listen to instead of me talking. So I better shut up. If I remember right, the trail surface here is a bit slippery. No, I'm not slippery, it's just a bit skiddly. Skiddly? The hell's skiddly? That's not even a word. Skiddy, slipping, yeah. Slightly, yeah, it's a bit of a loose surface, so if you hit corners wrong, you tend to kind of skip sideways a bit. I know what I mean. I can make words up if I want to. There's no laws. Okay. Anyway, just ignore that. This is us coming into Oliver's Oscar any second now. Technically it starts at, well, technically it does start at downhill, but it turns into a bit of climbing towards the end, quite near to the beginning of it actually. Yeah, I kind of stopped there for a second, that's why it cuts out. So yeah, well, there's not much to say about it. Quick downhill section and into a little bit of climbing. It was a bit of a disappointment because there wasn't really that much descent before more bloody climbing. So, yeah. But what can you do? Just kind of stick your saddle up and go for it. I actually have a notepad here with things I can talk about written down because I can't think about things off my head. Fort William, World Cup. Actually, topical news, Fort William recently won best downhill of the World Cup this year. Again, second or third year in a row. And won it quite a few times. So yeah, not really a surprise because it's bloody awesome. I nearly said awful. I don't know why I nearly said awful. But Fort William was up there. In fact, the video's already online. Was up there a couple of weeks ago, or about 3 months in the future when this video was filmed, and fell off. Yeah. There's a few things you should remember about Fort William when you're riding it, but one in particular I completely forgot. On the upper sections, you've got, I think it's the avalanche section, which you head to the right to go down it, and then kind of cut diagonally across it, out, and then you've got a big rock step. You can go straight ahead on the left hand side, which is doable, but you've got to drop it. It's not advisable to try and roll it. Or you can go off to the right and there's a chicken run there, which I always do because I'm a chicken. Then, yeah, a bit of a steep bit here, isn't it? Then a bit further down you cross under the gondola line, I think it's Tower 13, ironic really. And there's a kind of rough rock steppy thing there. Easy, go to the left. I found that's the smoothest way through it. I know it's probably not the racing line, but it's the way I go because it's smooth and easy, which is, I was about to say just like me, but neither of those statements are true. Yeah, anyway, past that, you got a straight bit going into another drop. Yeah, excuse the stopping in the video, I kind of got tired and was lazy. And yeah, the big rock step going into a left-hand corner messed it up, really messed it up. If you go to the left, it's a drop, and probably not the best line. If you go to the right, you can roll down it into the corner. Beautiful. I'd kind of been working till 11 PM the night before, was up at 3 AM to drive up to Fort William, not really in the best state of mind, so the tiredness kind of contributed to the fact I then went off the left-hand side of that drop and nosedived. Now, smashed up my wrist again, my left one, and I did something to my broken finger, which still has not healed from France. That's what, almost 2.5 months now. Still not bloody healed. Anyway, went off, bounced my head off the ground so hard that it actually corrupted the video in the camera, which I find impressive. It's meant to withstand that kind of impact, but it actually corrupted the video. I don't think it actually damaged the camera. I think what it did was it must have done something with the connections with the video card, memory card, and just, yeah, bounced it out. Because as soon as I kind of stopped crawling around on the ground, it came up with a HD card full error, which is weird because it's 32 gigabytes and only had one run on it. So yeah, something had happened there. I think it must have bounced in and out, or I don't know, but it was savage enough to kind of completely screw it. So the result is I don't actually have video from it. I do have video. I've managed to fix some of the footage, so I've got the crash and the bit leading up to it. It's deleted all the sound from it, and the thing is, because it's recovered footage, I can't get it to open in anything other than Windows Media Classic, which is not good because I can't get it into Premiere to actually edit it down and do another bit of crash footage. That's cut, by the way, in the video. It wasn't me being lazy, it wasn't me stopping for a rest. The battery ran out in the camera. And that wheel looks really straight. Anyway, back to Fort William. Yeah, I fell off, crashed. Some people in the gondola saw me crash and thought it looked severe enough to phone up Nevis Range themselves and get them to send first aiders up the hill, which wasn't really needed. I mean, it really did hurt, but I managed to cycle down to them with not too much problem, but it kind of put an end to the day. Luckily I'd done some filming. I think it was my third run of the day. I'd done one on the downhill and one on the red cross country downhill, and I was planning on, well, the one where I crashed was meant to be the proper one where I went at a decent speed, filmed it all in one, got the video. really glad I did actually, just on the off chance that something went wrong, film the first one, because that's the one that went up online. It's not the one I wanted. What am I looking at there? I don't know. Sometimes I don't know what I'm thinking or what I was thinking when something. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if anyone else gets it. Sometimes I hear noises behind me, and it weirds me. It creeps me the hell out, and I just have to turn around and see if there's another rider coming up behind me, or I don't know, beasties, monsters. I don't know. I don't. This is probably a fatal flaw in a mountain biker, but forests kind of scare me. They're creepy. I don't know. I think it's a legacy of Hollywood films, watching everyone die in forests. So it's got a bit creepy. Anyway, ignore that crap. This is the far road here. This is Sky Space we're coming into. It's a far road climb. Not too bad. Interesting thing at the top. If you take the far road to the right, it'll actually take you down to a lower section and avoid this next climb, but the next climb is about a minute long, so if you don't do it, you're a pussy. And there's a good downhill afterwards. So anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, favourite and subscribe, and see you next time.